new chapter, that is parallel lines. See, this is a very important chapter as 10th standard point of view. Okay, in this chapter you are going to learn all the basic properties of parallel line. Okay, so before starting the exercise I will tell you what is parallel line. This is a line and this is another line. Okay, and the distance between the line is constant always. Okay, they do not meet each other anytime. Such line is called as parallel line. Okay, such line is called as parallel line. Now, whenever there is parallel line, whenever there is two pair of parallel line, then and we have a transversal with it. Okay, I'll just erase it to make it more clear. I have a parallel line like this, and I have a transversal. Whenever I am having a parallel line and a transversal with it, then we have three pairs of angles forming there. First one is interior angle, second is corresponding angle, and the third one is alternate angles. Okay, so let's see what is interior angle first. Okay, I have this parallel line. Okay, I can say that AB is parallel to CD, and we have a transversal over here. I'll name this transversal as PQ, and I'll name this as EF. Okay, I'll name this as EF. We have two parallel lines and a transversal. Two parallel lines, between the two parallel lines and a transversal, we have two angles over here, this angle and this angle. Okay, the vertex of this point is E, vertex of this point is F. As well as this side, again we have this angle and this angle between the two parallel lines. The two angles should be between the two parallel lines. Therefore, for interior angles, this sum of these two angles, okay, I'll name this as small letter a and small letter b, small letter p and small letter q. Therefore, the sum of a plus b will be 180 and p plus q will also be 180 over here. When there are parallel lines and a transversal, these two angles are in the interior of this parallel line. Interior, you may know the word interior means kuch to andar ka, right? Therefore, these are the interior. So, a plus b is equal to 180 and p plus q is also 180. If you are asked to name this properly, so I can write it as angle BEF. Okay, erasing this small letters. Angle BEF plus angle FEFD. BEF, that middle number letter, will denote this angle, and EFD will denote this angle, is equal to 180. For A plus B, we can also write this. Okay, over here, angle AEF plus angle EFC is also 180. For EFC, you can also write CF. Okay, got it? So this is the pair of interior angles, and sum of the interior angle is 180. Okay, got it? Now we will see corresponding angles. Okay, now the second one we will learn, that is corresponding angles. Okay. During when you are watching this video, please draw the diagram properly and write the names. Okay. I name this P, Q, R, S, A, B. T, U. Okay. So we have two lines, that is PQ is parallel. Whenever lines are parallel, then only there is interior angle, corresponding angle and alternate angles. Okay. So now corresponding angles. See, we have two lines and a transversal. So angle above the line on one side are equal. Angle below the line of one side are equal. This side also. Angle above the line of one side are equal. Angle below the line of one side are equal. So the pair of this angle and this angle, this angle and this angle, the above angle and above angle, the below angle and below angle are congruent or they are equal. So let's try to name them. Okay, we can also call it as F or ulta F. So this angle below the line and above the line are the pair of corresponding angles. So when we are asked to name it, so I can say that above the line, see we have two parallel lines and a transversal. So above the line we have this angle and this angle are equal. So it can be named as angle ATQ. Angle ATQ is equal to angle TUS. TUS. Okay. Now below QTU, angle QTU is equal to angle TUB. So TUB. Okay. Now this side, angle ATP is equal to TUR. Okay, and the below one PTU is equal to RUB. Okay, so we have these four angles or four pairs of angles. This angle, below angle, above, below are equal, are called as corresponding angles. Okay, now we will see what are alternate angles. Draw two parallel lines. L, M, N, O. We will draw transversal. P, Q, R, S. Okay. Now, alternate angles are the angles which are forming Z or ulta Z. Okay. For example, I have these two parallel and transversal. So, angle forming Z. So, this angle and this angle will be equal and ulta Z. So, this angle and this angle will be equal. So, angles forming Z over here is, so this angle and this angle, that is LQR is equal to QRO. Okay, and ulta Z, MQR is equal to QRN, is equal to QRN, MQR and QRN. So these are the pair of alternate angles. Okay. Okay, we have the same diagram in your textbook. The very first sum of practice set 2.1. It is given that RP and MS are parallel to each other. Okay. First you need to find out RHD. Okay, this is RHD lying on the same line. So I can say that angle RHD plus DHP plus DHP is equal to 180. That is LP. LP means linear pair. Okay, linear pair, or we can write angles in linear pair. Straight line means linear pair. We have already learned earlier. So RHD, we don't know RHD, that you need to find out. Plus DHP, it is 85. So RHD is equal to 180 minus 85. RHD is equal to 95. Okay, RHD is 95. Second one, so I got this answer as 95. PHG, PHG. Okay, you can see this DG, you can see this is DG in the question, and this is RP. So I can say that these two are intersecting lines, therefore this angle and this angle will be congruent, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so I can say that PHG, we need to find out PHG. So DHR or RHD, angle RHD is equal to angle PHG, vertically opposite angles are equal. So PHG will be 95 as well. So this is also 95. Okay, the next question. So this is done, this is done. HGS. HGS. See, these two are the parallel lines. So I can find HGS using interior angle also. Okay, or I can also find out using corresponding angles where these two are equal. Okay, so I will use interior angle. I'll just erase this part. You must have copied down. Can I see this part of the board? Okay, fine. Now, as RP is parallel to MS, as RP is parallel to MS, I can say that angle D, as these are parallel, so angles between the parallel lines sums up to 180. Okay, interior angle, so I can say that PHG, angle PHG plus SGH, angle SGH is equal to C. PHG and HGS are the angles in the interior of the parallel line, so I can say interior angles, interior angles. So PHG is 95, SGH we don't know, so SGH is equal to 180 minus 95. SGH is equal to 85. Okay, SGH it is 85. The last. Now MGK. MGK, again we have two intersecting lines, so therefore HGS is equal to MGK, vertically opposite angles. Okay, I'll just erase this part. So I will have angle HGS is equal to angle MGK. So as we have two intersecting lines, vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angle. VOA stands for, don't write short form, okay? I don't have space over there, therefore I wrote it. Therefore HGS is 85. Therefore angle MGK is also 85 degrees. Okay, so that's it for the first question. Okay, this is the diagram. Okay, in this diagram just try to draw the diagram and write E over here. Okay, in the textbook, there E is not given, though we need to find out only ABCD. Writing this E will help you to solve the sum properly. Okay, we have this line P and Q. P and Q. Okay, and this two transversal L and M. L and M. Okay, so let's start with finding this. We know that as this is a straight line, I can say that A plus 110 is equal to 180. As this is a straight line, so I can write angles in linear pair. Okay, so A is equal to 180 minus 110. So A is equal to 70. Okay, we have the value of A, that is 70. Now, so A is done. Now we know that P is parallel to Q. As P is parallel to Q, so these are the two parallel lines, and I can say that this angle and this angle are the interior angles of the parallel lines. Therefore, I can say 110 plus E is equal to 180. Interior angles. Okay. Therefore, E is equal to 180 minus 110. E is equal to 70. So, with the help of E, I can easily find out B also. Angle E is equal to angle B because there are two intersecting lines. So, I can write vertically opposite angles. Therefore, angle B is E is equal to B. So, B will also be 70. So, B is also done. Okay. Now, we have these two parallel lines, and C and 115 are the angles above the line. So, we can use corresponding angles. Yes. So, I'll just erase this part. You must have copied down. So, again, as P is parallel to Q, angle C is equal to 115. Angle C is equal to 115. Reason, corresponding angles. Okay. See, whenever we have two parallel lines and a transversal, so above the line angles are equal. Yes, below the lines are also equal. We don't have to find anything right now over here. Therefore, I am writing corresponding angles. So, we have angle C as well. Now, this is a straight line. Therefore, 115 plus D is equal to 180. Again, linear pair. Okay, as we have used to find A, so D is equal to 180 minus 115. So, it is 65. The value of D is 65. Okay. Okay. For better understanding, I'll also write D over here. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to solve the sum. Okay. Write D over here. We need to find the value of A, B, and C. We have given that L is parallel to M. Okay. And it is also given that P is parallel to M. So, see, you can see that this is a straight line. So, these are in the linear pair. 45 plus D is equal to 180. So, I will write 45 plus D is equal to 180. Linear. Okay. So, D is equal to 180 minus 45. So, D is equal to 135. Okay. Now, L and M are parallel lines, and can I say that D and B are the angles below the line? So, therefore, as L is parallel to M, angle D is equal to angle B. Corresponding angles. Okay, both the angles are below the line. So, angle B is also 135. Okay, B is also 135. We have two intersecting line over here. Okay, so A and B are equal, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so I can say that angle A is equal to angle B. VOA means what? Vertically opposite angles. Now what was angle B? It is 135. So angle A is also 135. Now we know that P and N are parallel to each other. P is parallel to N. So we were having A over here. So can I say that this is forming Z? Yes, parallel line is important. So this is forming Z. And P is parallel to N and M is the transversal. You can also write and M is the transversal. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle C. Alternate angles. Therefore, angle C is equal to 135. So all the angles are 135. Okay, let me check. 180 minus 45. 10, 7, 5. Yes, it's correct. So angle A, first I find out D by linear pair. D is equal to B by corresponding angle. B was equal to A and A is equal to C. You can also show that B is equal to C directly by corresponding angle. So that method also you can use to solve it. Okay, it is given that sides of angle PQR and XYZ, sides of PQR and XYZ are parallel to each other. That means this is parallel to this and this line is parallel to this. Okay, we know that these sides are parallel. XY is parallel to QR. YZ is parallel to QR and XY is parallel to PQ. Okay, we need to prove that angle PQR, this angle and this angle are congruent. So for proving it, I will draw one construction. Extend XY to QR at A. Okay, I will extend this line. I will extend this line till A over here. Okay, now I will start with proof. Now as this is extended line of XY, so I can say that XA is also parallel to PQ. Okay, got it? Now let's start. As XA is parallel to PQ, therefore I can say that, see, XA is parallel to PQ. We have two lines parallel, therefore corresponding angles are equal. So I can say that XAR, or I can also write YAR. YAR is equal to PQR. Okay, YAR is equal to PQR. It is called as corresponding angle. I will write reason over here. Corresponding angles. Okay, I will also name it 1. Corresponding angles. I will name it as 1. Okay, now as this was parallel, this is also parallel. YZ is parallel to QR. As YZ is parallel to QR. YZ is parallel to QR. Therefore, I can say that XYZ, see, these are the two parallel lines and above angles are equal. So XYZ is equal to YAR, again corresponding angles. and this is number 2, YAR. So from first and second you can see YAR over here and YAR over here. Therefore from 1 and 2 we can say that PQR is equal to XYZ. Okay, PQR is equal to XYZ, and this only was as equal or congruent. It is one and the same. Okay, this was the fourth question. Okay, I hope you understand what is corresponding angle, what is alternate angle, what is interior angle, what is linear pair. So overall you should understand alternate angles, corresponding angles, interior angles, linear pair, and vertically opposite angles. That 5 things you should know to solve this exercise. See, we have fifth question. We have 2 parallel lines and a transversal. So this fifth question is for homework on page number 18 of your textbook, practice set 2.1. Okay, in the next video I will start with the next exercise. Okay, after watching this video, do subscribe the channel.